โอเคคืนที่67เราจะยังพยายามสิ่งนี้แหละเน้น
What is the will of night
32ต้องไม่เอาไอ้เคียนี่แหละกูยอมแข่งกัน
I
แล้ว
swear it, Nix.
คนบอกให้ใช้ไทม์แต่เราไม่อยากรีบอ่ะเราจะเป็นตายตรงไรวอลเนี่ย
The growing fear.
ซูสดูบิวมาซูสโอ้ต้องบิวใหม่บิวจากอันนี้เป็นหลัก
The wayward son.
นี้เพื่อจะได้อินด้าเอติฟายแอม
Persistence. Onward, Hecuba. For you. Ooh.
ว่าเพื่อเพิ่มมานาเราก็ไม่ค่อยได้ใช้มานาเท่าไหร่นะ
Let's do this again sometime. Is it time for a new look? Switch it up. What's the good word? I'm off. No trace of the old Chronos shall remain. Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I'm often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you. You're just getting started this evening, aren't you, young lady? Well, let me usher you along. harness the thunder, and ensure our victory. So be it.
About that. It's over. It's a figment. Go, Toula. Clear.
Something for you.
All creatures need you, sister, not just gods. From the solitary wolf that howls in the night, to the sailor crossing waters you alone illuminate. You truly are an inspiration.
I sometimes think Olympus takes my constancy for granted, or I receive many offerings from mortals, but not gods. While it should make no difference to me, nonetheless it does, little star. Thank you for the gesture.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
You have grown in experience so much using your craft that you managed even to rouse ever-sleeping Hypnos from his dreams. Mother Nyx has notified me that he is now back at his post, though with considerable makeup work.
Together we shine. I'll use this well.
Word, please.
Thank you for everything.
You are welcome.
I wished to give you something more, O Knight, for caring for Sister Selene, who is a dear friend, along with your wonderful children whom I've come to know.
Your family's custom is not mine, child. Nor do I wish to accept such gratitude whilst there is so much to be done before the realm is at full strength again. You have my thanks, as well as that request.
In you go.
I trust you are to thank for having shaken my son Hypnos from his slumber and compelled him to return. He had been doing fairly well in his responsibilities, up to a certain point.
Please forgive him, O Knight. He must have fallen into such a state as a defensive response when the Titan Chronos struck. I am relieved he's well, assuming that he is.
He is himself. His brother Thanatos is pleased to have him back, as is your own. Thank you for looking after him.
Of course. Such a strange journey your creations take, almighty chaos. This particular bottle, for instance, formed after untold eons, only to find its way back to you, inevitably or not.
I still possess some of the nectar that your brother once gave to me when he was dealing with a certain quandary of his. I think that I shall keep this offering close by to that. You follow in his path, It seemed to choose your own way. I sense a difference now within the underworld's depths, yet the environment itself is much the same. Those who oppose you still oppose you, so that you may now retrace some of your steps. This shall result in different outcomes, certainly.
Yes.
Think you'll take more than me? To think I could be standing there on guard duty right now. I'll make them come around.
One of us will.
Cut it out.
Damn it.
Easy.
I'm cursed.
It's settled. Got me again somehow. Quit stalling. Sooner you fail, sooner I'll get to show you how it's done. Enough.
Take care. The vow of shadow took effect, I see. Until we meet again.
As the sapling struggles to grow, so too must we push ourselves to discover our truest potential. Behold my power over life and death. May you find yours.
Greater might. My Chaos Boon just changed. Hear me, on my authority. Lord Chiron, I've returned. Moonlight guide you, my lord. This one, please.
Your boatman over there, he's one of my best customers, you know. Shows up reliably, knows how to keep his mouth shut. All business, no nonsense.
Until we meet again.
Silk and finery, so got some cocoons for you. Good eye.
May moonlight guide you.
Appreciate the thought. About last time. I know that there are others in your life whom you care about, and that makes me glad. You should feel loved. A lot. But look at me. All I can do a lot is weave.
Your size has nothing to do with the love you can give, but how you feel about yourself. It must affect the love you can receive, whether you can believe it to be true.
You make me feel how I used to feel. And back then, back when I used to be myself, you know, we mortals could be just as jealous as the gods. But knowing that you care for me even a little bit, why, it's more than enough. Here, go. Like a warm embrace.
Burn brighter, Ignium. More hippos. It's no use. This feeling. In the name of Hades. Let's do it. Hecate?
A little cat there by your side. I've noticed her within our Crossroads recently. Power must be great indeed to have persuaded her to follow you.
Toula did take some convincing, Headmistress, but she seems to appreciate my company, at least most of the time.
Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. With hounds, at least I know exactly where I stand.
Dark side.
I prevailed.
Look carefully about.
See that one, Toula? Come on out. Ooh, a soul belly. For the cauldron.
โอเคดีขึ้นแต่ยังไม่พอเราจะเอาอะไรดีจะเอานี่มาเติม
Sure.
มานาเราโอ้มาช่วยมานา
Farewell, Erebus. At least my feet are clean. Those spots again. Done. Brilliant Apollo. Your many talents must be the envy of all the land, and I am honored that you're sharing them with me. Here, this is for you.
Come now, you truly shouldn't have. Such flattery is entirely unnecessary, I assure you. Although it's perfectly welcome. Special in your life. A princess like yourself must have suitors of all sorts. I've had my share, though I'm not the marrying type. And besides, I don't think Hera would oblige.
Possible exchange. On my authority. cool and brisk. I've blood to spare. By your will. Some bones. And caught. It's a catapult. Right now. Worth a shot. Don't look down. Special delivery for you, Lord Hermes. You've aided me more times than I can count and encouraged me every step of the way. I could never have come this far this quickly otherwise.
Ambrosia, just what I always wanted. Not seen it very often recently, nor the feasting that tends to go with it, though at this rate we might soon have more. Feasting, that is, which ought to be in your honor. To fill my days with whisking mortal newly-deads down to your father's realm. I honestly grew to like it soon enough, so even after Grant showed up, I kept on stopping in when I could sneak a trip.
I have a backstage pass. Sharing the spotlight seems unlike you, Scylla. How will you make a name for yourself if you keep collaborating with a bigger performer like Charybdis?
Charybdis has the bigger mouth, all right, but we got a pretty different act. Sailors often can't decide which of us they like more, so we figured, why not let them have both?
This also doesn't strike me as the simplest creative partnership, yet you're working together to please your audience or simply to stop me. I'm almost impressed.
Oh, words we very often hear. It always means so much, especially from our harshest detractors. Won't stop us from trying to drown you like always, lady. But thanks. Please welcome a very special guest.
Oh, the mark of chaos.
เกือบดีแล้วแต่พอไอ้เหี้ยเคออนเนี่ยแหละแม่งเอ้ย
I'd best get back to it, Chronos. But I wanted to say hi before I headed off again. The memory of your reunion, committed to canvas in such a beautiful way.
Now kneel before me, O horned king, and know your place, lest I reduce you and that flowing mane of yours to dust and scatter it to the four winds.
Yes, that was truly excellent, Dora. Although, horned king? That made it sound as though I was important in some way, when I think you were going for sheer dominance.
Yeah, that's a good note. Just kind of popped into my head, you know? The antlers. They are striking. They real?
Don't you touch them.
I'm gonna.
I said don't.
I'm gonna.
Please?
me see.
Fair warning, I'm a proper wretch right now, goddess. Used to think I lived a complete life, but all your journey has made me realize that there was much I left unsaid. Too much.
What? How do my journeys factor into that? And cease your wretchedness at once, or tell me how to make it stop.
You've met Scylla and the Sirens, the Cyclops, Polyphemus, the Enchantress Circe. One way or another, they each left an indelible mark on me. To say nothing of my wife and son, wherever they are. I think I need to go.
Go where? Odysseus, you can't leave now. We need you here. There must be something we can do.
Probably there is, but I wouldn't wish to overburden you. You already take on far too much.
Tell me more.
Perhaps some other time.
Hail, Spirit Mixer.
Together we shine. You have a flush about you I could see as you approached. No need to tell me of its source if you prefer to keep whomever it is to yourself.
Whomever it is, Headmistress. Could it not have been the product of a balmy night, or lingering effect of my return?
Unlikely. Look, Milanoe, I was much like you once. I've said to you before that feelings mustn't be ignored. Heed the ones that spur you on. They're good. Confront the rest.
Plenty of each. Pure potential. Salutations. Moonlight guides you, broker. Appreciate the deal. Recycle, please, broker.
Try again. Ran into Nyx last night. So whenever she's had her fill of being around Hades and Persephone, she goes off to chaos for a little quiet time. I can see the appeal.
She's not doing it to get away from my parents. With all that the underworld's gone through, don't you think night and chaos might have a lot to discuss?
Sure. Trying to imagine what they even talk about. It continues to be very dark here, Chaos. Yes, it does, Nyx.
Sorry.
Ambrosia. Look, you should know my never-to-be-used stash is just about full. Wouldn't want for it to overflow.
You could always invite me to the taverna, where we might cut into that stash of yours a bit. Why hoard it forever? Besides the reasons that you previously said.
Not going to invite you anywhere as long as you keep this up. And I don't appreciate you making light of the subject of avoiding excess. My area of expertise, not yours.
I'm sorry, Nemesis. I wasn't aiming to be rude. Words I cannot entirely believe I'm saying, much less feeling, since we used to trade barbs all the time.
Things sure were nice and simple then, weren't they? But now we're stuck in whatever pattern this is. till we break free, and we're doing that now. No more Ambrosia, ever.
Ever? What about bath salts? Oh.
You there, get back in formation or else! The Umbro flames, young one. You're the spitting image of the big lady herself with those in hand. May they ever light your way and light up anybody you don't like.
I'll fight like headmistress herself.
I'm most appreciative of your generosity. Would that I had more to give you in return besides the wisdom of my vast experience.
Please, sir, that is more than enough. Your disciples and I are fortunate to study under you. Hold fast to hope, good shade.
Do you swear?
โอเคก็ยังต้องใช้อันนี้แหละเพราะว่าอันนี้เราไม่ถนัดมันจะยากเนาะยังลองสูตรเดิมอยู่ซูสแล้วก็หวังว่าจะได้ดวงดีกว่านี้แล้วกันเมื่อกี้เราขาดมานาเมื่อกี้เราโดนไอ้นี่ด้วยเคออสด้วย
I'll make this count. Time to shine. Lord Uncle, a token of my appreciation. Though I knew of your generous spirit well before we finally met, I'd not expected you'd make time for me again and again like this.
Your brother once was similarly generous to me. I often wondered who could have taught him such deference. Old Hades didn't, that I knew. Greetings, my fair niece. I expected I might find you setting forth here on another of your escapades, and I would have this be a most successful one, for you and all of us.
Suffer no more. No escape. That's a figment. Why not?
I sensed the growing influence of the goddess Nyx, as though my daughter plunged the world into deeper darkness recently. Yet it was not she who did this. I believe it was you. If that is your wish.
Toula, fish. Caught out.
An interesting specimen.
Delivery. To our esteemed messenger and my distinguished friend, not only have you kept the bond between the underworld and Olympus from fraying, you've done it swiftly and silently. You're practically a chthonic god yourself.
That really means a lot. Cheers, Em. You know I like doing things fast, but one thing I like even more is doing things well. We gods don't always have to work hard, but your father always did, and so do you. I'm glad I'm not alone. Let's see if we can't cut out a little travel time to your next destination.
Mine. The Umbra flames. You're a long way from Athera. Stay where you are. Out with you. I know so little still of matters of the heart. There's surely so much I could learn from you, Lady Aphrodite. I'm honored to have met.
Oh, sweetness, the honor is all mine. For matters of the heart, the key is openness. So you're well on your way towards the understanding you desire. You know, I mentioned golden apples could be turned to nectar, though not how. I'll have to send the recipe along. All it takes is a boiling pot, some aromatic spices to your taste, and just the right words. You'll get it. You're a witch.
Just might work. Beautiful. It's quiet. Your silver light is shared by everyone, though I am far more fortunate as I know you yourself, Sister Selene. I never could have found my strength if not for yours.
I always wished to be dependable. You must feel the same. Though I watched over you, out of necessity we were quite distant as you grew and trained. But now, we Silver Sisters have grown close, as though we are one.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
At last you looked upon the oath of the unseen, for this night is beyond compare with any I experienced in an age. It is as though darkness suffuses everything. Please make your choice.
Sure.
I see something for you.
Go, Toula. Victory. Soul Belly, I'm honored. I should be able to avoid this lot. Can't right now. In shadow I serve. Change of fate. In the name of Hades. Sure, why not? Night protect you, my lord.
It is I! Ha ha! My fail to see why coin need change hands for a blessing from the uncle. Though come to think, such blessings are most valuable indeed.
Mistress awaits.
The princess appears. The umbral flames of ignium at your command. You use them in your own way, not merely copy my technique.
You always said once I was ready to brandish the flames that I would wield them with my intuition as my guide.
Just so. I always favored these old flames of mine, but as to whether you and yours truly connect, we'll have to see. Return to shadow now.
Always use more.
Greetings.
Hello, grandfather.
I partook of the nectar which you previously gave to me, and my, such a wondrous flavor. And so I thought, I've not yet rightly earned such privileges from you.
It's not a privilege. It's a simple gift. It's not even the fancy stuff. You'll have to try ambrosia sometime, especially since you enjoy a nice golden hue.
Ambrosia, yes. Perhaps at some point I shall have opportunity to share in it along with this family. But that I know shall take considerable time. No more for now, please, granddaughter. Not while so much is left undone.
Some other time, then.
You have my children's blessings even now. I'm relieved they are still offering their aid, considering the crisis I created and the harm I brought upon their home.
It seems we're all committed to setting this right, such as we can. The Olympians are no strangers to occasional fights anyhow, although perhaps not quite as bad as this last one.
Yes, well, if we are to exist in this small world together for eternity, we have incentive to alleviate the misery which we ourselves create. I thank you all for the support.
Set. Into the depths. Ugh, that's cold. More serpents. All done. Toula, be my guest. Come on out. Ooh, a stalkfin. Vaporized. Down we go.
Zeus already got you, did he? Blessed you, I should say. He's a god of many inclinations, but when our rule is threatened or even insulted, no one fights back more fiercely.
Greater strength. I accept this contract? Hi. Will I ever see you again beyond the confines of this crowded competitive arena. We ought to be sharing ambrosia, rather than trying to kill one another for sport.
Nobody knows but the fates, and from what I've recently been hearing, perhaps not even them. As for the ambrosia, you've already got a keepsake from me, so no need.
What? Nectar and ambrosia aren't just for barter. You of everyone must understand the value of forging strong bonds with relatives, comrades, and loved ones.
Of course, but we've been through quite a bit together at this point, and I've known you since before you were born. But here, we can make it official if you like.
Well, all right then. Now to the death.
Oh, close enough. Myself. See you soon.
Well fought, big brother. Gemstones. And I'm back. Go on, Toula. Victory. I'll go to bomb. Salutations.
They say our songs are to die for, but lately we don't get a lot of company. Oh, you wouldn't know anything about that, right? Because somebody's been smearing our good name.
Your reputation is yours to build or ruin. Doubt anyone I know has even heard of you besides.
Come on, gals. Let's go all out again before the crowd shows up. And they're going to show up. I just know it. Hit it, gals.
I had nowhere to go. You can probably imagine how that went, Chronos. Mother, father, brother, Cerberus, you.
Quite a predicament we find ourselves in, sister. Certainly not one I could have anticipated when first I arrived. How odd. So what are we to do? It's not my wish to interfere.
Don't worry about that. Worry about keeping your mouth shut when she's walking up on us. All casual, like she doesn't know what's going on.
Wait, what is going on? What are you two talking about, if I may ask?
Talking about you, Princess. Though it's nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. You've got enough going on, and we can sort this out ourselves, if you'll excuse us.
Wait. No, I would prefer to be forthright. Princess, the issue is we each develop certain feelings for you that, in some cases, can manifest as the kind of envy that Nemesis is committed to punishing. an outcome we are trying to avoid.
Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I would never want to hurt either of you. Well, maybe you, Nemesis, but only when we spar. How do we resolve this? Our feelings mustn't get in our way.
They won't get in our way. And besides, you're busy, not like you were going to devote yourself to one of us body and soul, like some mortal that doesn't know any better.
Certainly not. Why should I or any of us have to choose? We're gods. If you wish to know me better, wonderful. But please accept that I won't let myself be bound to anyone. Nor would I expect any different from you. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I'm here. Not seen you topside in a while, babe. I didn't want to say anything, but it's starting to feel a little personal, you know?
Eris, have you considered the possibility that when I pursue my task within the underworld, you could not be further from my mind?
That's what they all say. You know what I think? You're afraid. Not just to face me, but to face your feelings. Fine, go run away into the underworld some more.
Why do I speak to you?
Only to hurt us both.
Oh, hey. Dora, wow. What brings you all the way out here? The Taverna is just about the last place I expected to find you.
Way to make me feel incredibly self-conscious, thanks, Mel. But yeah, I'm trying to put myself out there a bit more, I guess. Now that you've saddled me with my big, important task.
Well, I think that's great. Though I know how difficult it is. I used to never be able to approach others, but I kept doing it, and it's easier now.
Easier, but never easy, right? I don't know why I bother. Most of these jades are pretty boring.
They haven't met you yet. Salutations, Music Maker.
I shall return.
Greetings, Record Keeper. Good evening, Mixer.
Back on your feet, I see. Cultivating all those many different types of greenery. We are in the realm of the dead, lest you forget, Illinois. Yet here you tend your garden.
No better place to grow reagents above or below. But more than that, it's something small I can look forward to whenever I return. Helps keep me centered.
There's no need to explain. The earth obliges you. 'Tis wise to take advantage of good fortune such as that.
I merely borrow. Been meaning to try this. Moonlight guide us. One, please. For recycling. some more recycling.
Up for more? Apologies, I've started letting my misery break free. Moments of weakness becoming more frequent than I care to admit. I've been thinking about what to do. A plan.
What is it? You mentioned Scylla, Polyphemus, Circe. I see them frequently enough that I could speak to them on your behalf if you'd like.
Oh, I'd not ask you to do that. However, your connection to my knuckle bones is strong enough. Perhaps I could relay a message to them myself. Just get my keepsake there and I could do the rest?
A spirit projection. I could probably maintain one for a little while. You mean to confront your old acquaintances?
For now, that's all, Goddess. If aiding me this way won't stray from your objectives.
Of course not. We'll see it through. May moonlight guide you. Grow strong. Another prophecy.
Another thing,
You know, I've always wondered about all those commendations that you wear. Which was the first you earned? Which means the most?
Oh, you mean these little numbers here? One of these I've had since the Siege of Ilium. Speared many a guy for that one. The others are from campaigns across the land.
Which sorts of campaigns?
Across the land, I said. I must not partake in such extravagances, for my disciples are counting on my clear-eyed counsel and undivided attention. But tell you what, I'm gonna save this one for later when I'm off, okay?
What you call an extravagance, it must be nothing compared to the luxuries of my father's house. Yet you never want for anything, besides the occasional hit or two. For always believing in us.
โอเคลองเปลี่ยนอาวุธดูว่าจะรอดไหมใช้เวทเยอะเอาทูบ้า
Heed well the oath.
เหมือนเดิม
In shadow I serve, to shadow I return.
ไม่ถนัดที่ถนัดเยอะ เอาวันเดิม
all your steady leadership, I bid you please accept this offering, Lord Uncle Zeus. Once all this is ended, may you and Queen Hera reign in peace and prosperity forevermore.
Respect for one's elders does not come automatically, I know only too well. Know that I do not take kind gestures such as yours for granted, and appreciate them a great deal. You have a generous spirit. Do pardon our continued bickering, Melinoi. I merely wish to offer that your efforts would be better spent dispelling remnants of the father of all monsters, rather than the possibility of Chronos in the underworld, as good Queen Hera thinks. All families must squabble as we do.
Excellent. Tucked away. Adequate. Going.
I see you once again.
Hecuba, go fetch.
As you commence your evening's pursuit, you will be best prepared to receive my mark and overcome its undesirable effects. Subsequently, you shall have more opportunity to test the limits of the possibilities that it creates.
Come on out.
He's all right. And back to battling out of that hell he calls home, or at least partially, until the underworld's restored. I hope you get to see him again soon.
Nemesis.
Yeah? You're a princess. You must have some coin to spare, don't you? Then it's settled.
Stronger.
Watch it.
This'll be over soon. Must have been my chaos spoon just then. I grow strong.
She stops to cast that dreaded lure again.
No escape.
That's a mother.
Nectar. Flames ignite. brutality.
Good tidings. I trust your boatman there appreciates that the smooth sailing he's experienced in his mercantile routes is no coincidence at all.
Not what I want. Moonlight, guide us.
The aspect of Moros. You look upon the oath of the unseen night after night, but do you understand as yet the lesson it imparts?
Fear manifests at night. Either we give in to that fear, or we become its cause.
Either give in to fear or become its cause. Your words, not mine, though I concur with them. Let us become that fear for one another once again. Maintain control. Arise again, sisters.
Thank you, Headmistress. This then. Closer to Tartarus. The air's thick. straightforward. Open up. Breathe it in. Why not? Those spiders get around. In stock. Olympus, I accept this message. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Now that your father's throne has been restored and Mother Nyx is free, perhaps Charon shall resume transporting shades of the dead to their eternal resting place. Although I think he shall still see to it that you are well supplied. Now.
Let me help you. I'd like to see my brother, so I accept these terms. Hi there.
Hypnos recently returned to us. We've no idea how grateful he was to be back. Practically jumped right into my arms, although that might have been from abject fear.
I'm uncertain whether he realized the House of Hades was out of commission. Most of the time he was asleep. He left before I could explain. Do you know if he remembers the other past we saw?
I think so. He's still a bit frazzled from everything. Perhaps keyed up from having overslept a bit. He still loves when I return to the house in failure, keeping track of all my deaths. So if you'd like to do him another favor, here's your shot. my little sister, everyone. Thank you.
Mel, wake up.
I blundered into that back there, didn't I, Phrynos?
You know, it's kind of spooky how you never come in through the front flap anymore. Ever think of taking up haunting yourself?
Oh yes, I figure if none of this works out, a lot of us can wander the earth, striking fear into the hearts of any mortals who dare look upon us.
Now we're talking.
We've all the time in the world. You said before, your sister Clotho revealed to you that we would meet. Though you already knew you were promised to another. I suppose I've complicated things for you.
And I am grateful that you did. I had no expectations for our meeting, but the truth is, I was drawn to you quite early on. Certainly in fewer than, say, 5 nectar bottles.
Just because you're drawn to me doesn't mean you won't also be drawn to Eos, if and when you finally meet. From all I've heard, the break of dawn is very beautiful.
Princess, let us never speak of dawn again. Perhaps my sisters know what shall become of me, but I increasingly suspect that they do not. They certainly did not prepare me for your beauty, for one.
Surprise. Let me see. Salutations. What's on the agenda? I may have a new request. Would you play this one, please? Cheers, Mixer.
Melinoi.
May moonlight guide you.
And you as well. I recall when I myself first grasped the flames of Ignium. I must have been about your age. Now you are possessed of their power.
All it takes is a bit of light to cast a long shadow. Isn't that so, Headmistress? I'll do my best to wield the flames as you have taught.
In your own way, Melinoi.
I rise again.
May moonlight guide us. Hail, Broker. Ambrosia. Moonlight guide you.
Keep practicing. Been hunched over that cauldron so much, at least your craft is finally doing something around here. So much toiling with no results.
Our craft is typically about the self, and such results tend not to be immediate. though I appreciate you noticing.
Yeah, well...
Hello?
When last we spoke in the taverna, I didn't mean to shame you for your musical tastes. I just had no idea that Scylla could be taken seriously by anybody, much less you.
Think nothing of it. Siren music's an acquired taste. Acquired by all those who sailed in their vicinity whilst I was home. Incessant drivel, though, that's all you think it is?
Well, perhaps I was a bit uncharitable in my assessment. It's just... I have trouble separating my disdain for the performer from the quality of her craft.
It must be very catchy, eh?
Aye. Full grown.
Oh, what have we there?
Ow.
Back to Gaia. Returning to the Earth.
Somebody fresh from Oceanus joins our ranks. Observe how patient my disciples are, studying your every move. If ever you're inclined to give them a demonstration of your prowess, or just want to blow off some steam, do not hesitate to wail upon me.
Wail upon, sir?
Many a time have I been regaled with the most exquisite beverages and snacks, but never before from such a disciplined and honorable disciple such as yourself. Rest you slackers hear that? More offerings, come on.
The nectar's yours to do with as you please, sir. May it lighten the burden of responsibility you bear to all the shades and others counting on your skill and knowledge.
Oh, I'll give them skill and knowledge.
We meet again, and welcome. Hello again, good shade.
My light of moon in darkest Erebus.
You never did say no to bath salts, Nemesis, so how about it? As long as you feel we've earned at least a short break.
Don't know that we have. Though I've accumulated enough knots in my muscles that it's gotten in the way. So why not? Ugh. Damn. Can't believe I'm sitting here with you. Couldn't stand the sight of you for the longest time. Wanted to snap you like a twig. Now I got you helping me unstrap my suit.
We're capable of change, aren't we? You must believe that yourself. Otherwise, what's the use of all the retribution you dole out? It can't be for the sake of punishment entirely.
The punishment is half of it, but yeah, important to learn. If not from our own failures, then those occurring constantly around us. Still, I don't think I've changed at all. You have.
I have? I'm still hell-bent on all my responsibilities, counting the moments before I can get back to what I'm meant to be doing, rather than enjoying being here with you.
Except we're only here because you worked up the guts to ask. But fine, maybe you haven't changed a lot. Maybe I just like who you are more than I used to for some reason.
I feel much the same, though I've admired you since training. It gladdens me to be with you like this. And how we've been fighting on the same side recently.
Always wanted the same thing, just didn't think there was enough to go around. Now, enough talk. You going to get these knots out of my back or what?
I'll do what I can.
Feels better than before, I'll give you that. Though don't go thinking I'll let up on you out there. We're calling this even.
As it should be. The fates would have me do their bidding. You're all grown up. Thalamus.
ไม่มีความสามารถเดี๋ยวไปดูไกด์ชาวบ้านเขาต่อก็เดี๋ยวก่อนนอนขออีกตาแล้วกัน
Visions of darkness.
What's the
Into the abyss.
จริงๆการจะมีวิดีโอที่นั่งเล่นแต่ไฟเอาไปเลย
Skipped me ahead. So strange.
You have arrived here rather quickly, spawn of Hades.
That song again. The water spouts. Jump. It's Great Auntie. A tribute for dear Lady Hestia. Your bright flames are a guiding light and bane to all our enemies, though your keen wisdom and fiery spirit spur me on at least as much.
No use buttering me up, you know. What, you think I'm going to withhold the best I've got unless you pay me some nice compliment? I can be petty, sure, but not that petty. Got so far so quick tonight, hot stuff. But you're not going any farther till you're properly prepared. Got to bring plenty of heat where you're going.
dead, are you? Olympus, I accept this message. Getting warmer.
Zagreus is doing well. I trust that you shall get on famously, for you have much in common. Brutality, mercilessness. Would that I had such a sibling here.
Out of here.
You. Sometimes we like going back to this smaller venue for old time's sake. Lots of our fans want us sticking to our roots.
So you comply with their every request? They don't sound much like fans if they're forcing their will upon you.
Oh, spoken like somebody who never had any fans to satisfy. We're only here because our audience has come to love our songs. So it's a give and take sort of relationship. Our music, sailors' lives, and yours. All right, gals,
Yeah.
ready. Return to shadow now.
This facet of reality is clearer to me now.
Chaos shall be pleased.
Whoa, what was that? Patience, young one. You shall probably get through this whole thing.
I'll try not to muck everything up while you're out.
We can make things better.
Or we can just mess with things.
Moonlight guides you, broker. Trade you. This is for return.
Who dares?
Let's make it happen.
Okay.
We'd best not draw up water from this type of well, but sure.
Yeah, but what else?
A fated list of minor prophecies.
Help yourself.
Moonlight guide us and all.
You'll need it.
You're always in this corner on your own. Come to the taverna for a bit. We can let loose and have a good time, as you say. Got a bottle of ambrosia right here.
Babe, that's so spontaneous of you. How could I say no? As long as I'm still allowed in there after what happened. That stuff goes down smooth. How about another? And nice job with this place. Really looks like you all fixed everything up.
This entire area was off limits for some time. It took a rather complex purification ritual and the efforts of a great many shades to restore it, so... well, I won't even ask.
Good. I'm glad you won't even ask. Means we're really starting to get to know each other. Though, aren't you worried what the shades are gonna say? I mean, about us?
No, I hadn't considered that there might be some regrettable way to misconstrue our meeting. Although in retrospect, that was foolish. What do you expect they'll say?
Oh, you know. They see the way you talk to me, pick up after me, take me to the hot springs, give me nectar, even ambrosia. I mean, come on. They're not stupid.
What? Eris, none of those things... An outing at the taverna is not some sort of... This simply was an opportunity to speak at greater length for once.
Hate to disappoint, but I didn't come here to speak. Now pour up. I don't have all night, and this ambrosia's way too bitter just for taking little swigs.
Well, cheers then.
That was so sweet of you to bring me along. And not a single piece of property destroyed. Glad we could do this.
Same here. What's to be done? Become as new.
ก็ไปอีก4 คืนที่ไม่ได้อะไรถ่ายเอาไปหน่อย ก็เดี๋ยวไว้ไปดูไกด์แหละว่าต้องบิวยังไงดีแต่เราลืมอัพอาคานาการ์ดด้วยล่ะมั้งก็ไม่เป็นไรชิวๆ